Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing great and having a great weekend. First of all, this video is about three different things. Number one, we'll talk about Anthony Noto's response to my Twitter comment on the reverse stock split. Number two, my Discord and Patreon, which has stopped. And number three, my YouTube channel or the videos that I'm going to be posting going forward. So hang tight. I don't want to create three different videos. I wanted to pack it all in one video, and I will try to make this video as short as possible. Okay, number one, Anthony Noto responded back to my tweet asking about reverse stock split. And he said that he discussed this topic at Morgan Stanley's conference, which we all listened to. If you have not YouTube, you will find some channel featuring it. Listen to the Morgan Stanley conference that Anthony Noto had. And the reason that he gave was a definition that was provided in the proxy statement talking about point number 5, which is basically why the reverse stock split is needed, or why are they even talking about the reverse stock split. Okay, so his reasoning was that they wanted to get shareholders approval so they can have it in their back pocket, because if management or if board of directors decide, they can execute the reverse stock split if the market conditions go south, like go bad, then they will come out and they will basically do the reverse stock split. So the person or the cross questioning that happened during the interview was not good enough in my opinion. Well, first of all, I want to thank Anthony Noto for responding back. That was very nice of him. He didn't have to do that. He could have any of the SOFI team member do it, but he did it. So thank you, Anthony Noto, if you're watching this video, for responding back to my tweet and basically addressing the question. That shows that you deeply care about your shareholders. The second thing is there's a reverse or the cross questioning was not good in my opinion, because the person simply asked, so you are just getting it done because you want to keep it as an option? Yeah. That was very agreeable thing. I had like a couple of questions back and forth, which one of them I asked that us shareholders, will we find out, or when will we find out if the shareholders approved the reverse stock split, and enough voted yes for it. Just for the sake of it, disclosing it here, I voted no for it, because there are only a handful of companies you can count in your hands that did well after the reverse stock split. All other companies, the stock came crashing down because two things happen. Number one is that number of shares available for us retail investors reduces because they're doing a reverse stock split. So the options that we were able to trade before, that number reduces. Yeah, the price gets adjusted, but if the price comes down, then the option price also comes down. Now, let's say if I have 1,000 shares and I was able to do 10 options, right? Because each option is 100 shares. I was able to do 10 options. After the reverse stock split, if I'm left with only 200 shares, I can only do 2 options. But if the stock price comes down to where it is, let's say it's split at, like after the split, a reverse split, it was $20. It comes down to $10. My option price is going to come crashing down. Before I was able to make times 10. Now I'm able to make only times 2. That's one of the things I'm looking at. Second thing I'm looking at is that it gives short sellers a new breath of fresh air, where they can come out and they can basically start shorting the stock. If you see, SOFI's short interest has been going down because the price has been going down. There is so much that they can go low, right? I mean, the short interest folks, they want to play at least $1 or something that makes a difference. If they're shorting $100,000, $100,000, sure. But after the reverse stock split, now they will have a lot more to short. That's number 2. And number 3, of course, is that if the company is doing well, then what is the point of preparing for it? If your revenue is as you guided, the revenue is going to keep going up. And if student loan moratorium ends, then that brings a new set of revenue for the refinancing. So there is a lot that we wanted to ask, but the person didn't ask any of those questions. Anyway, so we are still, again, nice of him to respond back, and I am satisfied. I'm okay. Their IR team never emailed me back about it. My small channel, understandable. But at the same time, these are still the question. As a shareholder, I have it open. And some of you said, we believe in the team. We believe in Anthony Noto. I voted yes. I appreciate it, and I respect your opinion. I also believe in the company. I also believe in the team. If I didn't, I wouldn't hold a single stock. And that's the reason why I sold some of my stock, because I was losing faith in the company that they can go through this choppy waters. Anyway, so I'm all for SOFI. I like the company. I like the management. I like what they're doing. I like the direction that they're taking. That's awesome. Okay, so again, to make it very clear for all the SOFI investors, I still have all my SOFI shares. I still have all my SOFI options. I received a response on Twitter, so I wanted to come and discuss this. That's number one that I said that I'm going to discuss it in this video. Number two, so I closed my Discord and Patreon, and all of you, those who are watching this video, those who belong in the Discord and Patreon, you already know it because a couple of days ago I sent a message that I'm closing it. Closing means I'm not accepting any new people in the Discord and Patreon, and I'm also not charging anyone anything to be there. The Discord will still be open. I will still pop in as and when I can, but I feel like it was not fair for me to keep charging folks, even though the money that I generate from Discord, I donate that money. But I feel like it was not the right thing to do because I was not providing much value. And that's, to me, it all comes down to what kind of value I can provide. And by value, I mean, what can I share that benefit from all of you guys or benefit all of the viewers or those who are watching, and also learn something in the return. The other thing is that my work tends to do well in these times. And so I was more, getting busier with the work. So I decided, you know what, I don't need the distraction right now for Discord and Patreon. And also I'm not able to create value because if I have something, right, if I'm charging for something, I was constantly thinking about it. What can I do? How can I create value for them? And I feel like it was best thing to do is to kind of shut it down for now, where I have no more new members coming up and I'm not going to charge them anything. And then basically just have the server going. Of course, the server will be there. I will be there as and when, I get time. So that's number two. If you are wondering, or some of you just joined, I know some of you just joined like last week. So, sorry that it happened, like the timing was like this. The third thing is that you will not see many videos from me on this YouTube channel, or this is the only YouTube channel actually. You won't see much videos from me because I feel like some of the comments that I read in my previous videos, especially the one that I sold and all that stuff, I think you guys misunderstand why I started this channel. This is not my source of income. I don't make money from YouTube like this. Whatever money I make from YouTube pays for my subscriptions if I have for YouTube basically, and also the rest I donate. And for me to basically get those comments and read those comments where people were, those who like this channel, were fighting among themselves that why are you saying this, and why are you saying this? I think the best thing to do for me is that cut it all the noise, because you only have 24 hours in your hand. And when I'm releasing 2 videos, even though the shooting and the editing takes like 30 minutes for me, because if you notice, no cuts, I just go and I just talk and I just share. And but thinking about that, what can I create video on and how can I give value to my viewers was taking a lot of my time. And my time to me is very valuable. And I don't like to basically, if I put something out and if there is somebody who is creating a conflict and there are others, those who are wasting time on that comment, and then I'm going in and wasting time, no need for me to do that. And also, if you look at YouTube, right? I mean, you probably have also noticed I have a fatigue. I'm like, okay, how much news can I get? How much news can I consume? So I decided that I want to do less videos, but I want to do impactful, powerful videos where I can actually give some value to each and every one of you guys watching. So that's it could be 1 video a week. It could be 2 videos a week. It could be 3 videos in a row because there's something happening which I want to bring out and share. I'm not completely stopping it, but at the same time, I don't want to spend 3 hours a day thinking about what am I going to give or how can I give value to the YouTube viewers. So you probably noticed I didn't release any video last week, most of last week. This was the reason. So this is the new norm of the channel. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you decide to stay, thank you very much. Stay. If you decide to leave, I accept that as well, because again, there are so much better YouTube channels, those who are on top of things. They're like, boom, as soon as the news comes and clicks. One of the names coming to mind is Meet Kevin. The guy is amazing. He's like always giving out news, even though sell, buy, like, there are things going on. But again, at the end of the day, he is only delivering the news. See, that's the purpose, right? All us YouTubers all we are trying to do is when we see a news or an article or something like that, and we think it's worth sharing, we come out and share. It doesn't mean that, we are all for it, we are all against it. No, because nobody can really gauge what's going on. See, I sold, one of the comments I want to actually bring out. So I sold a lot of my stocks and I made a video of that I sold. And then the next day, the stock market tanked. I got a comment, I was thinking about selling when you sold. I didn't, I should have listened, and now the market tanked. I'm regretting. 2 days later, markets went up and it's been going up since then. And then I get a comment, I sold because of you, and now I'm regretting it. I'm missing the boat. It was so hilarious. So here's the thing, right? I sold for my reasons. I sold because I wanted to take advantage of that tax. One person commented, you should make a video about telling users about that you can only realize $3,000 of gain. This was very unresponsible. No, I do not need to make any videos because I'm not a tax professional. It's up to the viewers, those who are watching the video, to go and find out what the tax implication will be for them. For me, it was big enough for me to the tax implications were big enough. I made over $2 million in Tesla. I wanted to realize some loss so I can pay less taxes. I did that. So that was my decision, and I got out of all the names that I thought will take longer to recover. I didn't sell a single Tesla share. I didn't sell a single Apple share. I didn't sell a single Google, Amazon, Nvidia, none of that. I basically sold the companies which I thought is going to take it longer to recover. Am I right? Who knows? Am I wrong? Nobody can tell. So those are the things from what I'm seeing, what I'm reading is how I acted upon. And I'm still very happy because I took that step, because for me, I have so much, not so much, but I have a lot of cash sitting on the sideline, which is ready now to go into the names that I know is going to go really or do really well in the coming years. So again, those were the things that I realized that I don't have to justify my actions to anyone. And I created that sell video. I shouldn't have actually. I should have just shared with my Discord members. I created that sell video because I wanted to share everything. But now I'm thinking, no, maybe not everything, because some of you might do something which you will regret later, and you will think that, I did that because of him and he said to do this. Again, we YouTubers come out and we say all the time, this is not a financial advice. Do your own due diligence. Do not sell or buy, even buy a single thing when you are basically watching any kind of videos. Because we all have our own goals in life. We all have our own plans in life. I have received, or I have said no to contracts, $1 million contracts, because it didn't make sense to me in my head. Somebody else in my shoes would have been like, are you crazy? Why didn't you accept that? But for me, it didn't make any sense. So you have to realize on what you are going to, or how you're going to live your life, number one. Number two, what kind of decisions you need to make for your own portfolio. We are not responsible for anything here. So when I looked at all the pros and cons, I was like, it's not worth for me to go out and make a video on every damn news. I make videos on as I feel, as I please, as I think is worth sharing. Because trust me, I don't owe anything to anybody, right? I started this video to share my opinion with you, to come out and share what I see around in the market. And that sharing was, if it's hurting somebody, I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt people in the process. So that's why I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna scale back. I'm gonna release maybe one video a week, or maybe two, depending on what the market conditions are, or sometimes nothing in a week, and come out with a video where I can deliver some value without creating any confusion. So thank you so much for each one of you, those who have supported the channel over the last 1 year. It's almost over a year now since we started. And I really appreciate each one of you. And I hope that you remain subscribed. But if you leave, it's completely understandable as well, because we have so many choices out there. So thank you so much. And I love each and every one of you. Until next time, you all have a sparkling day.